E-cigarettes, they're marketed as the healthier way to get your nicotine fix, but as they become more popular across our state, a new study says they may not be as healthy as sellers would have you believe. ABC4 Utah's Kim Fisher did some digging to find out how this new trend could be affecting your heart.
Brittany Williams has been a smoker for several years, but just recently, she decided to ditch the cigarettes and go electronic.
At first, it was kind of like a new fad, like I saw it come into my treatment center. And then after I tried it, I found out that it was a lot less harsh on my lungs. It wasn't as aggressive, not as much coughing, and the taste of it was actually really enjoyable.
Brittany is getting addiction treatment at New Roads Treatment Center in Draper. She said as part of her recovery, she wants to be healthier, which is why she made the switch.
Even if you're just around people that smoke, you just absorb all of that smoke and you just smell like an ashtray. And with the e-cigarettes, since it's not smoke and it's vapor, you don't absorb it.
Brittany is not alone. According to the CDC, the e-cigarette industry now pulls in more than $1 billion each year, with millions of people puffing. Dr. Kevin McCauley is a director at New Roads. He says he's seeing more of his patients, like Brittany, use e-cigarettes.
What I noticed when they first came out was that everybody was holding on to these strange lightsaber-looking devices, and I thought, oh great, what a terrific way to personalize and brand a new delivery method for nicotine. And that's what they've turned out to be.
Many e-cigarette businesses claim these devices are a healthier option that help many people quit nicotine altogether. Dr. McCauley is not convinced.
A lot of the claims that have been made about them, there really isn't any research to back that up. In fact, there's good data to support that e-cigarettes are actually used as a parallel product for people who are still smoking.
Scientists at Brown University are not convinced by the claims either. A study they just released said e-cigarettes are just as bad for your heart as a regular cigarette. We talked with cardiologist Deborah Budge to learn more about the difference between a typical cigarette and the electronic version.
So in regular cigarettes, you have both nicotine, which is the addictive substance, and then the smoke also creates hundreds of other chemicals, including formaldehyde.
The Brown study claims nicotine can cause plaque to form inside the heart, all on its own, even without the chemicals. While it may be safer on the lungs, the study says it's still dangerous. This is the first study of its kind, so organizations like the American Heart Association are not backing the findings until more research is done. As for Dr. Budge, she says she'd rather people not smoke at all.
If I had to say, would I rather have you smoking regular tobacco or using an e-cigarette, the harm might be less with an e-cigarette, but the best way to use that is if the real intent is to quit.
As for Brittany, that's not her intention. She says since switching to e-cigarettes, she feels better, and that is enough for her.
You know, of course, I still enjoy the nicotine, but overall just having a better lifestyle, I thought it'd be something interesting to try.
That was Kim Fisher reporting. Utah is one of only 4 states that has the same regulations on e-cigarettes as regular cigarettes. Still, their use is skyrocketing with kids in our state. Teens are 3 times more likely to report using e-cigs than adults. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, it is.